How y'all doing? My name is Daniel Duncan Williams, aka D Wills, as I'm fully known as my stage name. And here, I'm really just here today to tell you guys my story. And I'm sure it can relate to a lot of you watching this right now. To start things off, if you know what that is, I'm a PK. I'm referred to as a PK. If you don't know what a PK is, that's a pastor's kid. And I think all PKs out there, it's very hard for us coming up because we're looked at to be just like the pastor or the minister or the prophet or the evangelist that our parents are. And so naturally, us humans, our flesh just wants to just rebel naturally. It's in our human nature to rebel. So I think my story and my struggle was how I started off seeing what I should be like, trying to tell myself that I did not want to walk in that path, rebelling, seeing that there was nothing for me in that life, and coming back to God and His original destiny for my life. So let's start off. As you can see here, I'm a music man. I love music. I'm in the studio all day. If you're looking for me, that's where you're gonna find me, in the studio. Currently, I'm 19 years old. I started doing music, rapping and singing at the age of 13. Music for me is like second nature. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. I just believe in life that you should not do anything that you're not passionate about. But then also in the right context, you have to remember that God gives you a gift. And if He gives you a gift, you have to use it for His purpose. And if you're not using it for His purpose, then you're not walking in the destiny that He wants you to walk in. So I'm going to tell you a little story about me. And I know it's definitely going to relate to you watching this right now, because I know you're probably in the same place that I was in, or where I'm at right now, or maybe you're just starting. But maybe this can help you out a little bit. So as I said, I started doing music at the age of 13, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the sound. I fell in love with the lifestyle. I fell in love with the glamour, the looks, the fame, the money, everything that comes with music. I fell in love with it. And I said that most of the people that are doing music right now, most of the people that I hear on the radio and everything, I can really apply myself to the same thing and make better music than them and get farther than them in what they're doing. So why am I not doing it? So that's where my whole music journey started. And so at about the age of 16, I was currently living in London at the time. I was going to school there, and at this time I started, I'd been writing for 3 years. I'd been writing raps, singing hooks, starting to produce, different things, but it was like nothing was coming of it. So I was just waiting for my one shot. And as I was in London and everything, when I got there, I said, I'm finally on my own now. I'm finally in school. I'm finally, I have a chance to just live my dreams and fulfill my dreams. But what I'll get to later in the story is that this life is not about your dreams or what you want to do. It's about what God has for you. So as I was saying, I was in London, and I started going to different places, going to different venues, rapping, freestyling, showing them what I have, singing for them. People were calling me. People were telling me, wow, we got to get you in the studio. We got to get you doing this, get you doing that, really hyping me up. And at the time, it was really getting to my head, because a young 16-year-old boy, with all this freedom and all this, ability to do whatever he wants now, it felt like I was just living life, and life was just coming to me so easily. But I was all wrong. I was all wrong. When I started doing those music and everything, I finally got the chance. I got recruited by a studio engineer who actually heard one of my songs, and he said, I want to bring you in the studio. I want to come and record with you. I want to take you to the next level. I want to make this happen because I see potential in you and you can do this. So I said, okay, this is finally my big break. I'm going to start doing what I do and just see where it leads me. And you see, the deception of the enemy is that he'll make you think that God is blessing you through opening all these doors for you and everything to go somewhere. But at the end of the day, he's just tricking you into working for him while you think that you're serving God, which I didn't learn until a few years later. So like I said, I got in the studio with this guy, made a music video, put it out, people were loving it. People were loving it. The feedback that I was getting was amazing. I think the first day I dropped it, it was close to 10,000 views on YouTube. I mean, it was buzzing. I went to the mall and people were like, wow, did I see you on YouTube? Who is this D Wills, And it was all getting to my head until one day the Lord really sat me down and humbled me, and he asked me, Daniel, if you're getting all this money and this fame and this popularity, and all these teenagers are dancing to your songs, and they go to the clubs, they go to the parties, and your song is on, and then they're praising you and giving you all of this glory, how does this help my people who I have given you this gift for, to help them through the music and to help their souls through the music, bring them back to me? How is this helping my people? What am I gaining from what you are doing? And he said to me, if I walk down that road, and if I want to take all the fame and glory for myself when really it belongs to him, that he was not going to bless me. And you see, that's one thing that you need to understand in life. More than anything in life, you need the blessing of the Lord upon your life. Because there's so many things that happen in this life. And more than money, more than anything that you can get in this world, I'd rather be blessed. Because it is God that you run to when something goes wrong in your life. It's God that you pray to when a loved one is dying or somebody is in the hospital that you care about. But society has made it as of a way now that we're putting God as second and putting God behind us. So like I was saying, when God sat me down that day and really told me that what am I gonna do for his people, I said, God, all right, I'm just gonna focus on you now, and I don't want to do that music anymore. I don't want to be in that lifestyle anymore. I'm just gonna leave it all for you. I said that. My biggest challenge with that the next day was, how am I gonna break it to everybody who looks up to me, looks up to my music, loves the way it sounds, loves the way I rap, loves the way I sing. They're asking me, when is the new song coming out? How am I gonna break it out to them that, oh, God has told me this, so I think I'm gonna go and do Christian music now? And that was a huge conflict for me, because it seems as though in this day and age, we're not able to really step out in our faith. Although we may love God and we may come to church and we may say that we love God, it's like we're not able to really show it to the world in the way that God wants us to show it. So I took a little step of faith and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna do Christian music, and you know what? If the people don't like it, God is gonna bless it, so I don't care. I'm just gonna do it. I said that for about a year. Everyone who liked, my followers, the people who would watch my music videos, the people who loved my music, it's like one day they were hyping me up, telling me how good I was, telling me when is the next show, they want to see me, praising everything. To the next day when I go Christian music, it's like all of that just went away. And I constantly asked myself, I said, why is it that with Christian music, which is supposed to be for God, I can't get the same following that I'm getting as if I was in the world? And I think honestly, what I was going through that stage, I believe that it was God humbling me and showing me that at the end of the day, all the glory belongs to Him. And the biggest challenge for me was being able to stick to my commitment to Him and tell Him that, okay, I'm going to stick to this Christian music, and then I'm going to do this, even if I'm not getting the fame like I used to, even if I'm not getting the money like I used to. I don't want it, but I'll just give it all to you. And you see, God has great things in store for you, but it all comes with timing. And the difference between God and the world is that the world will show you initially what it can give you. It will show you the cars, it will show you the houses, it will show you the lifestyle that you can live. But at what cost are you really giving to live that life? And the thing with God is that God will not tell you, because if God told you what was going to happen tomorrow, why would you need God if you knew what was going to happen? You wouldn't need Him if you knew everything. So with God, you just have to have faith. So deeper into my story, about a year passed since I was in London and everything, and I moved away from the secular music scene. Now I started going to Bible school, and at this Bible school I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on fire for God. I'm gonna do my praises. I'm gonna do my Christian music. God, this is your time for me to take me to the next level. But at the same time, I was still so caught up in the world that I was trying to find a way to mix God and the world to still get the wants that I needed. So even though I was at the Bible school, I still had, my recording equipment. I still had everything I needed to still make music. And allow me to say, I was still doing a sense of secular music, but trying to make it godly, which in my opinion is blasphemy. I do not believe that you can be in between. You're either for God or you're for the world. There's no in between. You have to understand that. So I was at the Bible school putting on a front that yes, I love, everything God is doing in my life. I'm on fire. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. But my love for music was so much that I would go back to my room after the day's over and go play, a Drake album, or go listen to Lil Wayne, or go, make my own music like that. And I asked myself, I was like, God, why can I not seem to leave this music thing alone? And I didn't get an answer for a while. I did not get an answer for a while. So I kept on doing it for about 6 months. I was still doing it. I was in the Bible school, but although I was doing the secular music still, and I was still looking for a way to just get what my flesh wanted. And at the end of the day, it just seemed like I'd left that scene from London. I didn't have the same followers. I didn't have the same people that were looking up to me. It's like everyone had just forgotten about me. People have moved on in life. So I was like, I was angry for a while. I said, if I had just stayed in that lifestyle that I was in, do you know where I could have gone by now? I would be up there with the Lil Waynes and the Nicki Minaj and all those people. I would be up there right now. And I hardened my heart. And I went on that. I kept on doing that. Kept on trying to get back to where I was. And then one day God appeared to me again. And he said, whatever you're doing right now, this is your last chance of doing it. I've given you something to use for my kingdom. I'm either going to take it away from you, or you're going to use it for my glory. And if you go into the world, I'm not blessing it, like he told me the first time. And whenever I heard that, it always does something to me. So again, I got in that mood that, wow, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want this life. I don't want all the fame, all the money, all the whatever. I want God. And still, it was like something was just calling me. But I think the difference was that, apart from just saying that you have to forget what the world has to offer you and just take a leap of faith, you have to do it. You have to follow through with what you're saying, because you can say you love God, but are you showing it by your actions? So after the year of the Bible school, I said, I do not know what I want to do now. I do not know what I want to do. And God said, come back to Ghana. And I asked myself, I said, what am I gonna do in Ghana? I'm in Texas right now. Texas is the place for music. I can get a record deal out here. I can become the next biggest star. What do you want from me in Ghana? And so I fought it. I did not want to come for months. I did not want to come. I stopped school for a year because it was fighting me so much that I was supposed to come back here, but I was still trying. And I got to a point that I did not believe that anything else I was doing would work. Even though I had all the talent, I would work hard, I would put in the effort to do it. It was like nothing I was doing would work. So eventually I got so discouraged, I said, you know what, I'll just come back to Ghana. So I came back, did not know what I was going to do, did not know where I would end up. I was like, why am I not in school right now? Why am I not doing all these other things? I'm 19, let me finish school. What are my friends going to say about me? About they're in university. What am I doing in Ghana, just sitting at home all day? So all of these things were on my mind. Then one day, I came into the office and I just prayed. I just cried. I cried out to God and I said, you've brought me here. I don't know what you want me to do here, but I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to leave all my wants and my need behind, and I'm just going to toss them onto you. I don't want it. I want you. And from the sincerity of my heart, I think you really heard me this time. So a few weeks go on. As we go on, a project came up, something starting called DTV Dominion Television. It was gonna be a project that was coming up, new channel. It's gonna be across 22 countries in Africa. So as the time went on and as the channel got started and everything, I got an opportunity in it to come in, work with the channel, come and see what I can do, come and see what I can bring to the table. Now, I love music. I did not know what I was doing with TV or being in the TV business or anything. But as I just obeyed and I came to the channel and I started working and I started, just being humble and doing whatever I could to help, opportunities and doors just started opening up from left and right. I mean, for instance, there's a show that is coming to you soon called Who Wants to Be a Gospel Star? And this is gonna be a huge project. Gonna be like an American Idol / The Voice type thing, but it's in Africa and it's gospel. Who's doing that? Who's doing that right now? No one. And it's gonna be something that's gonna be huge. And I am so blessed to be on the main panel of things, handling it, putting it together. And you see, what the world would try to do is that they will try to sell you a dream when God has so much more for you. Right now, as you can see, I'm in a professional studio. This is my studio. I can come here whenever I want. I don't have to go and pay somebody to go and do music for me. I can come here. I can shoot music videos. I can put it on the channel. I can do that. And why am I able to do that now? It's because I was obedient. If I had stayed in wherever I was, doing whatever I was doing, living that same lifestyle, I guarantee you right now I would be dead or in jail. And that's just simply it. Because that lifestyle that you live does not get you anywhere, especially not with God. If you say that you love God and you're living that type of lifestyle, I can't agree with you. So all I'm saying is that I don't even know where I'm headed or what God has in store for me, but I know that it's way bigger than whatever the world had to offer me. The world could never offer me my own music TV show. The world could never do that. The world would try to, first of all, make me a puppet. Give me what I have to sing. Give me the lyrics, make the music for me, do this. And all they'd be giving me is a small amount of money that they're really making. So right now, I'm sitting here. I'm 19 years old, own a professional studio, have people coming in, coming out, at my leisure, TV shows are coming up, opportunities are coming up, interviews, different people. I mean, things are really moving up right. So many chances of things that I'm getting right now that I would never have gotten in the world. So all I'm saying to you people that are viewing this right now is live for God. I know it's hard. I know that it's not the cool thing to do. But let me tell you something. Take a leap of faith and trust in He who made you and gave you the gift. Because I'm telling you, He's going to take it and use you to impact the world way more than the world can do for you. So, again, my name is Daniel Duncan Williams, other known as D Wills. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DWilliamsNow. That's D, the Williams Now. And feel free to ask me any questions you have about myself, and I'd love to get to interact with you. So, pray this helped you. Have a blessed day.
Appreciate it, D. Wills.
Thank you, sir.
You've been on the BWP series Flush. Stay in touch and stay empowered.